All right, Nate, go on.
Welcome to Movie the Podcast. That's right, Movie the Podcast. We are at half mast
Yeah,
because it's
and
one of those
half
times.
mass.
That's right.
Right. This is a shame too because I I would love to know. We watched Darkman, everybody.
We
Another
sure
Sam
did.
Raimi movie. We watched what, two Sam Raimi movies on the show? We watched this and Quick and the Dead. Did we watch another
Yeah.
Sam Raimi movie?
Uh,
We watched Spider-Man 3 years ago, I think.
Oh my God, did we review Spider-Man 3? I
Well, if we
remember.
didn't, we're going to be watching it next week.
Oh shit.
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure we did.
I think you guys did because I seem to
Did
recall
we? I
listening to an
remember us
episode,
doing.
but
No, I think we did Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't think we ever did Spider-Man 3. Maybe.
Really?
I
well,
don't know.
then we
Maybe
should
we
do
just talk
Spider-Man
about
3
it
next
all.
week.
Maybe we
We
just talk
definitely,
about it all the time because we always use that as the barometer
yeah,
for
no,
people saying how terrible the movie it is. And you're like,
yeah,
really?
yeah, I think
Like,
you're
it's not
right.
great. I'd
No,
rather watch 2 than 3
oh, of
because I really
course.
want to see how 2 holds up.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
The thing that pisses me off about Spider-Man 3 is that it's always like the worst movie ever made. And it's like, bro, you have not watched enough fucking
Yeah, you
movies.
haven't you
Like
haven't
that,
watched any movies if you think it's the worst. It's like it's an
it's not,
overstuffed movie that's kind of half baked, but it's not like I don't know.
it's,
There are
yeah,
way less watchable movies that
it's not
exist.
fucking faithful findings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not,
Oh, totally.
it's, I don't know. I hate that shit. It's like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, we watched Darkman.
Yeah, Darkman is our continuing something's wrong with my hands and I'm a scientist movie.
Oh my God.
Like we got a
Um,
series of I can't use my hands.
this is one of those fun movies where like I literally haven't seen this since 1994, whenever this came out. I saw this in the theater with my mom, and I can tell you who's not a fan of this movie. This is my mother. My mom hated this movie. She didn't understand it. And I remember the entire reason that I went and saw Darkman, and both of you can probably attest to this. They advertised the shit out of this movie on comic books. There were so many ads in
Yeah.
comic books for Darkman, and it makes sense. It is a comic. It is more of a comic book movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's more of a comic book movie than most comic book movies these days. It is
Yeah.
so comic booky. Also, the guy that plays Durant, he looks exactly like Doctor Octopus. Like he looks exactly like the way they used to draw Doctor
yeah, you got the
Octopus.
Yeah.
bowl cut and everything.
Everything. But anyway, I'm excited to talk about Darkman because it is, not to bury the lead, it is a ton of fun
It's
and it
great.
is
Yeah.
batshit insane. Like it is
Yeah.
so insane. And there's parts in this movie that had me laughing out loud. The explosion when he gets propelled out of the lab was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I I am very giddy to talk about this movie, but I'm also giddy to hear what a transition. Oh, I'm gonna pat myself on the back on that one.
Hey.
What did you guys watch in the last 2 weeks since we weren't here last week because I had some issues. But look,
What did I watch? A couple of movies.
did you watch
Couple of
Darkman
movies.
2? Darkman 2 Return of Durant?
No.
I would like to see that just out of
I
curiosity.
really wanted to watch it, but I didn't. I think there's a Darkman 3 also.
Yeah, I think there is. The
Yeah.
the idea that you need a Larry Drake vehicle, that we're like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna get Neeson back. We're not gonna get any of these people. We're not even gonna get Raimi back, but we gotta get Larry Drake in another
Well,
Darkman movie.
Neeson wasn't like famous at that point, right? Like I feel like he was probably in stuff, but he was definitely not like the Liam Neeson that we know now. This is
Yeah,
before like
because this
Rob Roy.
yeah, I think
I
this
think
is
Rob Roy was like close to after this because I was looking at
yeah, like
IMDb
91 or
earlier.
92 maybe, because this is
Yeah.
Darkman is 90.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I watched three things.
Three
Three
things.
things.
One I didn't finish because it was so bad. One I did finish and it was bad, but it was under like only like an hour and 20 minutes long.
It was bad,
And
but you
one I
could survive.
finished and it was okay. The one that I did not finish is a movie called Hubcap about a hubcap that's killing people.
It
Hell,
sounds like a
I mean-
ripoff of. It sounds like a ripoff of Rubber. You ever seen
Yeah,
the
this
movie
was-
Ru-
This was before Rubber.
Wow. Oh shit.
I
Take
don't know.
that,
I
Rubber.
made that up. I don't know if
Oh.
that's true.
Have you ever seen Rubber, Alec? It's
I know
fucking
what it is.
amazing.
I've never seen it.
I love it. It's by that guy
This-
that made Smoking Causes Coughing. I forget that director's name, but he only makes like batshit insane movies.
This movie is not amazing.
Oh.
It is very boring and very tedious and very oddly like right wing
Oh,
tinged.
yikes.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, there's lots of
Is it
people
a
talking about personal freedoms and
oh God.
things like that, and it's really weird. It's not good. Like,
Is
duh,
it a
obviously it's
current
not good.
film? Like, did it come out
It's
recently?
fairly recently, past couple of years.
Is Rob Schneider in
No, Rob Schneider
it?
plays the hubcap.
Yeah.
It's the-
Rob Schneider
Rob
is the
Schneider plays
hubcap.
the hubcap.
Uh, uh, the other really bad movie I watched, it was called Bears on a Ship.
Okay. Snakes on the plane. I get it. Yeah. Bears on a ship.
Bears,
Oh, it was so,
bears on a ship.
it's so bad.
How'd the bears get on the ship?
Like a trapper like brought them on the ship in cages, and then a guy got stoned and let them out to play with them, and then they proceeded to kill everybody.
I mean, you're not selling me on the movie.
That makes
It's
sense. Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's enjoyably stupid. Like the bears are just dudes in bear costumes with like these exaggerated claws. It's
Amazing.
insane. It's like if I made a movie, what like it would end up looking like.
I mean, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't worked on my screenplay recently. But it's not Bears on a Ship. Uh, actually, I did watch another movie I just thought of. It's called Deported.
Deported.
It's a weird. It came out in 2000. It's a stupid, really dumb comedy about a girl who's Canadian who needs to get married to an American to get her green card to stay in America. But like, it was put out in 2000. On Amazon, when we saw it and we're scrolling, it said 2025, and I looked it up. And
Weird.
That
apparently,
happens a lot. I don't know why that
Amazon
happens.
bought the rights to it
Oh,
and then like called it a re-release as like a new movie, but it's like 6 years old.
that's funny.
It is weird. It's terrible.
It sounds
If you
like
need
they're
to, if you,
trying to play the algorithm. Like people are searching
Yeah,
for
exactly.
deportation stuff.
yeah, that's kind
That's
of what I
exactly
thought
what it
too.
is.
Let's
But
exploit this because we're shitheads.
Is the lead character brown or are they white?
They're white. Pretty much everybody's white.
She's just tired
Actually,
of having
I
so
think
much health care
I think
and
literally
not school
everybody-
shootings.
Yes. I think literally everybody in the movie is white.
Less poutine.
Just so you know how bad it is, it has
Uh-
cameos by Andy Dick
Oh God.
and Eric Roberts.
Wow.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ! What a murderer's
Yeah.
row of cameos.
And there's one other one I'm thinking of, and I can't remember who it is. But yeah, it was real bad. I think I laughed once through the movie.
I don't know. What was that guy? He was on 90210, and I feel like he always shows up like Zachary Taylor Green. Is that his name?
Oh,
Oh, like
was
well,
Brian
Austin Green is
Brian
one,
Austin
and then
Green.
the
I feel like he always shows up in like those kind of movies.
yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ian Ziering is in all the
Ian Ziering is the
Sharknado.
one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was
He's
thinking
the
of.
blonde. Oh, I just thought of another movie that I watched that was also
Jesus,
really bad.
you watch so many movies.
God, it was about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
One was called Operation Taco Gary's,
Okay.
which it's fucking wild. It stars Simon Rex
Oh boy, the
and
dark
yeah,
jokester himself.
yeah, Simon Rex, Dustin Milligan, who is on Schitt's Creek. If you have watched that, he plays Ted.
Yeah.
Jason Biggs is in it.
Another murderer's row.
Good Lord, Jason
Yeah.
Biggs. I haven't thought about that guy in a long time.
Macaulay Culkin's wife, Brenda Song, I think.
He's married to her. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's in it. It's so weird. It involves like wild conspiracy theories and aliens taking over the world by running a taco shop, like a franchise taco shop, and every one of these taco shops is actually a spaceship that takes people away. So the aliens made a deal with Earth's elite to cause another ice age to kill everybody if in exchange for taking the elite off the planet, so that they could create more oil in
Wow.
400 million years or whatever when all the people's bones turn to oil.
I mean,
Hey,
that's a plan. And that
It's
that's a good movie plot,
I mean,
honestly.
for
Like
some
that's
reason,
fun.
it sounds like the plot of that Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where they kept ripping people's dicks off because they needed more dick fuel for their dick plane.
yeah, it's something else. It sounds like a good plot. It sounds like a good idea, but the execution is not tremendous. There is one scene that was kind of funny where they're running through the woods and these guys just keep rolling their ankles. And I don't know why it cracked me up. Like they keep jumping over logs and rolling their ankles real bad, but then they keep going limping and then they do it again.
It's like the Sideshow Bob Rake scene a little bit.
Pretty
Yeah, yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
It happened like 8 times. Um, it was not great, but it wasn't as unenjoyable as Hubcap. Um, and the last thing I watched was a little movie called Happy Texas.
Okay.
That sounds
Uh,
very familiar.
yeah, it
Who's in
has
that?
Steve Zahn,
Oh yeah.
William H. Macy.
Hmm.
Who else is in that? I forget. That was
What's it
okay.
what's it about? I vaguely remember this movie.
These two guys inadvertently escape from jail, but they use the opportunity to actually escape. And they end up in a small town, and the townspeople mistake them for these guys who are supposed to put on a talent show, maybe, or something like professional talent show people who are going to work with like this group of girls to get them in the local or the area talent show and to win it or something. It's all right. It wasn't terrible. Um, it wasn't great either though. Steve Zahn is insufferable, but his name in it is Wayne,
That's, I mean,
which is
I don't know.
kind of
Steve
funny.
Zahn's kind of always a little fun, even when he's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like Steve Zahn.
But yeah, it was fine. It was probably a 5. I could barely remember the plot already, and it was only within the last 2 weeks that I've watched it. Uh, that's it. We've been rewatching 30 Rock, and goddamn, that show is fucking tremendous. I don't think of it as one of my favorite shows, but like so many lines from that show are ingrained in my brain, and they just pop up randomly in the show, and
Oh
it just
yeah.
kills me again. We just watched the episode where Tracy's talking about his Affair to Remember remake that he made called Affair to Remember Black. It's so good. He's so good at it. Like everybody's so funny in that show. Um, and I'm up to date on the boys, and this last season is giving me very Game of Thrones season 8 vibes
Oh
that they
no.
don't know where to go,
I
and
haven't
they're
even
just like
started it yet.
painting themselves into a corner.
So is it week to week or did they put the whole thing out?
They put the first like 3 out. Now it's week to week. There's 3 more
Oh.
episodes,
Huh.
and I'm working almost done Invincible, the most recent season, and that is fucking tremendous.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. Nate,
Ooh. So I did
12,
watch
12 movies.
12 movies. Yes.
12
Six
movies.
six movies. Half is
Oh my
12.
God.
Um,
6 movies.
I also watched the MILF Island episode of 30 Rock on the airplane on the way back last week. Because they got content. And I finally finished the first season of Shrinking because they had that on the
Oh,
plane. So I watched the last episode of the first season, which ends on such a great cliffhanger. Now I have to watch the second season. Literal cliffhanger, or at least cliff pusher, which I
yeah,
love. That's some good shit. That show is
yeah.
great. TJ, have you watched that yet?
Shrinking's really
No,
good.
I need to
You
start.
gotta watch. It's really good. It's like, I don't know. It's funny and it makes you
Watching
feel
Harrison
things.
Ford give a fuck about what he's performing in again is tremendous.
Yeah, he's so
You can tell
good.
you can tell he really is like into it.
Yeah, he's like legit funny and fatherly, like it's all this stuff. It's great. It's a great show.
It's
Uh,
not a Hollywood Homicide part time.
right.
Part time. Or no, yeah, fucking Indiana Jones.
So yeah, I watched 1957's The Tall T, which is a
Oh.
Western. The lead in it is Randolph Scott, and he's 60 years old in the movie. Um,
Back when they used to
the
make real movies with 60-year-old men.
the female lead is 45 years old,
Oh my God.
and it's a very like it's a cool movie. So 57 is before Peck and Paw and before like the spaghetti
Yeah.
western stuff starts happening. This movie does a thing where for the first 30 minutes it feels like it's like a cutesy 50s Disney western where Randolph Scott's just riding around and getting into hijinks and nothing bad's gonna happen. And then it gets fucking violent as shit for the last hour. Like they
Huh.
get kidnapped, there's legitimate like blood and gore and stuff happening. It's
I have to
intense. It's
check it
really
out.
cool.
The
I heartily recommend it.
I love westerns, but honestly, like a lot of the like I've seen who's the western guy? John Ford.
Yeah, Ford,
I've
yeah.
seen a couple of his movies, but like a lot of that era, like I know like every goddamn 70s spaghetti western, and obviously all the Eastwood stuff after he got out of Italy. But like the earlier stuff like is a total blind spot for me. So maybe I'll go check that out.
This was just interesting because I think I didn't realize that there were these sort of like hinge movies. This came out a little bit after Searchers.
Hmm.
So Searchers is
Yeah, I've seen
kind of
that.
already breaking ground on westerns being a little more
Yeah.
serious, but this is just it's just interesting that they went for something that transitions between the two ideas of what a western could be. My wife and I went out to see The Drama with Robert Pattinson and Zendaya.
I heard that was
Um,
good.
it is. It's very
Yeah.
good. It's like a really interesting A24 kind of take on the everybody makes mistakes style of rom-com because they're getting married in the movie during like the tasting for the wedding reception. They get drunk. They ask each other what's the worst thing you've ever done, and they go around the table and Zendaya says something that totally sends the movie off course. Like the movie completely changes to a different movie after that point.
Huh.
Rob Pattinson is really great because he's like charming, but he also is so good at playing like a weird doofus. Like he's just like crying a lot and moping and like just it's funny and I think it's got some interesting things to say, but it's also just like a cool send up of a rom-com that was more interesting than the other rom-com I watched, which we'll get to in a little bit. Uh, I also watched If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Oh, that's yeah, I that got a lot of buzz last year. How'd you think of that?
I liked it a lot too. This is
That's
Rose
the
Byrne.
Rose Byrne movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's kind of a horror, like a psychological horror sort of vibe. Like Rose
yeah.
Byrne's daughter has some sort of illness that they don't disclose, but the daughter has to be hooked up to like a feeding machine every night. And her apartment ceiling in her bedroom gets this huge hole in it that a bunch of, water leaks through and a bunch of it just destroys the ceiling. So she's living in a hotel, she's spinning out, she's doing a lot of drugs, drinking a lot. She's also a counselor or therapist herself. Conan O'Brien is in it as her like therapist boss, and he's actually pretty good because they basically all they do is like flatten his hair. So instead of having poofy Conan hair, he has normal hair, and then he's just kind of a dick. But it's really intense and interesting, and there's a very strange scene with a like claymation hamster. Uh,
In you sold.
yeah. And and there's the very last shot of the film is stupendous. I don't want to like ruin anything
Right, right.
because it's a cool reveal. But it's not like a plot reveal as much as it's like like a character change because of what the camera does differently. But I recommend that. That was good. Um, I also watched The Accountant, which I had not watched before.
Ah, it's a fun movie.
That movie is a lot of fun.
Sequel, not so much.
I have not, yeah, I didn't check the sequel out yet, but
The
yeah, I
sequel is funny if it was a different movie. Like the sequel kind of like takes everything you liked about the first one and kind of throws it in the trash, and it's like a buddy comedy with the two of them, which is good at parts, but it's just not. It doesn't have nearly like the same vibe. Like The Accountant was such a fun hit. Like it's such like a diamond in the rough. Like it was so out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, this was actually like really fun and good.
yeah, because it's really kind of it's an odd mix of a movie, right? Like there are so many different plots that kind of don't connect, but then do. But the action is so well done. And I think like I don't know, I think Ben Affleck's good in it. Like it's
He's
a
good in
it's
it.
pretty generally fun as a movie. So that's another one. I also watched 1966's Batman the movie, which is the
Yeah.
Adam
Oh yeah.
West one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had forgotten how much fun and how funny this movie is because it's all jokes and bits, and it's all like kind of skeptical of government. It's a little too pro cop most of the time. It's kind of like,
Well,
hey, the police are doing the police are the people we should trust. It doesn't like the United Nations or government or anything. Um, but it's just goofy. It's just a goofy movie, and it's kind of fun. The idea that like Batman gets horny and quotes Edgar Allan Poe while he's trying to make out with Catwoman. Like,
I
okay,
mean, whom amongst us?
well, for sure, right? And then the last thing I watched was the aforementioned bad rom-com, which is Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. It's pretty much like what if Shakespeare was really dumb. They're both attractive in it. That's about as much as I can say. And
They're the
she's
perfect.
she's naked for a little bit, so that's fun. But
I like
like,
that. They're the perfect couple right now because both of them, I just like. They're both just kind of like pretty people that I just don't really. They don't really do anything for me acting wise. They're just kind of there. Like I don't know. We talked to like Glenn Powell before. I still haven't seen the new Running Man, which you guys said was pretty decent. But like in general, that guy has done like nothing for me, and I'm like, why is he so famous? Like,
it's yeah. I mean, he's the better of the two in this movie by a mile, but the movie's just bad because it's like it opens on them having a meet cute in a coffee shop because she needs to use the bathroom. He's at the front of the line, so he says he's like, oh hey wife, let me buy you. What, did you want the tea or that you ordered or whatever stupid shit? So she gets to go to the bathroom and then they have a day long date and then they like talk and snuggle. And then for whatever reason, she gets up and leaves and they immediately turn on each other with very little prompting beyond that. Like it's just like what he says one shitty thing to his buddy that she overhears. And then because she snuck out, but it's a movie where they could have had one conversation at any point, and none of the movie has to exist.
one
But
of
it
those.
also just does a lot of Australia stuff because it mostly is like a destination wedding movie. So there's like a guy talking to a koala and a dog named Klonopin, and like, I don't know. It's all just stuff that doesn't add up.
Yeah. Yeah.
TJ,
I watched two bangers.
two bangers.
One I watched Brian De Palma's The Phantom of the Paradise. Um, you ever seen that?
I
It
haven't.
it's incredible. It's like absolutely amazing. It's insanely over the top. Like it's one of the most over the top things you'll ever watch.
More
But
over the top than Darkman?
actually, yeah,
No shit.
kind of.
Wow. Okay.
And it's like it's a weird mashup of the Phantom of the Opera and Faust. And there's a lot of music in it. The music in it's really good. There's a lot of really great like musical performances in the movie. But it's shot. It's one of those movies. I've said this a million times. It's one of those movies you could put on at a party and people will just be transfixed by how it looks because there's so many just crazy shots in the movie and the way that they frame things is just wild. And I mean, it's a story about how like the fucking evil record producer is like stealing from like the true artist, right? And it's about like kind of the homogenization of music and stuff. I
The only thing I like homogenized is my milk.
seriously, no raw milk for you.
Mhm.
Um, I love the fucking movie though, but what's crazy is watching this movie. So, if you're familiar with the comic book, the manga, excuse me, Berserk, the
Mhm.
helmet that the Phantom wears is the same helmet that Griffin, when he turns into Femto, wears. So it's influenced that. But something I've never heard anybody talk about is this movie came out 3 years before Star Wars, and the Phantom, like, so the Phantom in the movie well, one, it's like fucking horrific, right? So basically, there's this super evil record producer, and he runs Death Records, which, by the way, like the greatest name for a record label, and their logo is a dead bird, which is just laying on its back. It's amazing.
Hell
But
yeah.
anyway, so he basically the evil record producer has his like Xanadu, right? That's what the paradise is. It's this massive island entertainment complex, and he's looking for an act to open the paradise. And at the beginning of the movie, he's like basically he's auditioning musicians and stuff. And the guy that ends up becoming the Phantom is this kind of dorky guy, but he's like passionate about his work. And long story longer, the record producer steals his music and basically gives him the cold shoulder, but steals all his music and he repurposes it for himself. So the record producer ends up, because he has all this power and influence, ends up getting the fucking musician to be sent to Sing Sing prison, where he ends up getting his teeth ripped out. It's
Whoa.
fucking
Damn.
insane. So he's got metal teeth, and then he ends up. I mean, the movie's totally insane. He ends up basically getting horribly disfigured, just like the Phantom of the Opera. But he ends up getting this like mechanical suit with the big helmet, and he it also has a little bit of a cast of Amontillado, going back to Edgar Allan Poe, because what happens is the evil record producer walls him off in the studio so he can create music. But when the thing I was rambling about is that I've never seen anybody say this was a direct influence, but the Phantom has this box that's attached to his chest that has red and blue lights.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like Darth Vader. Like, I've never heard anybody make that comparison, but then I looked at the date. I'm like, this came out 3 years before Star Wars.
Well,
This
and like
had to,
George Lucas knew De Palma, right? They
yeah,
both would have gone to school together in California, so
yeah.
they're
But
borrowing from each other.
it's a fantastic movie.
It
It's
sounds great.
funny. It's funny. It's visually like one of the most interesting things I've probably ever seen. Like it's like right up there with like some of the great. It's I loved it and it flies by. Also, I can't think of her fucking name right now, but the lead in Suspiria is in this movie. Um, she is the love interest of the Phantom, and it's just really fucking good. It's something that like it's one of those things that's like you could tell it's just dripping with passion from De Palma. The thing like famously bombed like crazy, but it is such a good movie. It's such a unique, interesting film. I can't recommend it enough. I fucking loved it. So yeah, check out the Phantom of the Paradise. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, cool.
10 out of 10.
Rod Serling did the opening narration too, I guess.
Yes, he did.
That's cool.
It's fantastic. It's really fucking good. I loved everything about it. I didn't want it to end. I loved it so much. And it's like it is so absurd. I mean, because the guy the songs that the guy's writing is a what's the word? It's like a sonata, I think, or maybe it's something else. Like it's like an opera, but I can't remember the word it is.
It's a Hyundai.
Yeah, it's something like that. But he's writing a story, a reinterpretation of Faust, and then you find out in the movie that the reason the record producer has all this power and influence is because he literally made a contract deal with the devil. So it's like double Faust.
Yeah, that's great.
It's fantastic. I loved it. I
Now
can't say.
this looks, plus it's got Paul Williams in it. I guess Paul Williams is the bad guy.
Yeah, he's so good in it too. It's fucking awesome. It
That's
is
cool.
so fucking good. It's like, I don't know, man. I love this fucking movie. The other thing I watched is a current film that I forgot all about. I saw a trailer for this probably a year ago, and I was like, "Oh, this looks great." And then I just forgot about it, and I went on HBO, and it's there. It's Brian Fuller's Dust Bunny, starring Mads Mikkelsen. Um,
Oh, I saw that on the Plex. I think I didn't, or I saw it somewhere. I was
it's
thought
on
it looked
HBO.
interesting, but I
I'll
didn't
put
watch it.
I'll put it on the Plex. It's on HBO Max. Is how I watched it. Alec, you would love it. If you don't like this movie, I would be shocked because this movie had kind of Stardust vibes, kind of John
Ooh.
Wick vibes, kind of City of Lost Children vibes. It's like this weird, kind of surreal fantasy movie crossed with like an action movie, and then it's also funny. Like, the movie is about this little girl who is convinced that there's a monster living under her bed that is a dust bunny. And then the monster ends up eating her parents. And the little girl realizes that her next door neighbor, Mads Mikkelsen, is a hitman. And she follows him. And Mads Mikkelsen has to go to like Chinatown. And the Chinatown the way they shoot this Chinatown scene, it looks so good. Everything in this movie looks amazing. Visually, again, like incredible. But he kills these like Asian mobsters or whatever. but they're inside of one of those like Chinese dragons, and it's all done in like fog. It looks so cool. But she sees this and she's like, "Oh, you kill monsters." So she wants to hire him to kill the monster that but then when Mads Mikkelsen gets involved, he's a hitman. He's like, monsters don't exist. Then he is trying to figure out who actually killed the parents. But then there's kind of like, there maybe is a monster. I don't want to give the whole movie away. It is a treat. I can't believe, like, no, I heard nothing about this movie. This movie is incredible. Like, I loved it. I thought it was so fucking good. I'm a big fan of Brian Fuller. He made the Hannibal show. That's the Mads Mikkelsen connection. It's so good. He wrote it and directed it. Mads Mikkelsen's in it. Sigourney Weaver is in it. The little girl who's kind of the lead of the movie is very good. And we all know that sometimes like lead child performances are kind of iffy, but the little girl is fantastic. I mean, she basically carries the movie. I can't say enough good things about this movie. It is super unique, super interesting, funny. The action is good. Like, it's just a wild mismatch of like different kind of genre elements, but I loved it. I like turned it off and I was like, how have I not heard a peep from anyone about this movie? It's so fucking good. So big recommend to Dust Bunny. I thought it was great. I really, really, really liked it. Like I said, I can't remember the guy's name, the French guy that made Alien Resurrection and City of Lost Children and Amelie. It felt kind of like one of his
Gerard
movies.
Depardieu.
It's not that Gerard Depardieu, but he also made Delicatessen. I can't ever think of his fucking name.
What is his name? Shit.
Amelie was
Radar.
great. Delicatessen, I hated.
Well, you liked Amelie.
I just said that.
Oh! I thought. I'm sorry.
I said
But
Amelie was great. I hated Delicatessen.
well, but he has like a certain
Jean-Pierre
visual.
Jeunet.
Jean-Pierre Jeunet. He has a very distinct kind of visual style, and this movie reminded me of that visual style a lot because there's a lot of like, again, like fantastical elements in like every shot, and I don't know, it felt like it's one of those movies that like, you know, at first when they introduce the monster, you're like, okay, is monsters like accepted in this world? Is this a normal world? And it kind of is, and it kind of isn't. I don't know. It's very good, very, very good. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it looks like it made under $1 million too. Because
did it even get a theatrical release? Like,
it says it did, but like because it supposedly was released in September of 2025.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
like I never heard of it.
Yeah,
I never saw one ad or trailer or anything for it. That's nuts.
I remember seeing a trailer a while ago, and I remember Brian Fuller was attached, and I was like, "Oh, I like Brian Fuller. I'm interested in this." I don't think he's ever made a feature film, and I was like, "This movie is so." Again, if everybody on the show doesn't like it, I'd be shocked because this is like in our wheelhouse, and I think it's one of those movies that's like the perfect confluence of like artsiness but still like very approachable. It's weird, but it's not hard to follow, you know what I mean? But it's very different and interesting, like almost like I said, like that French guy whose name I already forgot. It kind of like Poor Things a little bit visually too, like if you like that sort of kind of storybook kind of aesthetic, like that's like where the Stardust kind
early
of
Burton kind of storybook vibes.
It's so fucking good. Yeah, early Burton too. Like it's very, very good. I love Mads Mikkelsen. So anytime he's in a good movie, it's always like hell yeah, because he's just great. Mads Mikkelsen just has aura for days, as the kids would say. He's fantastic. It's a great movie though. I can't recommend it enough, and I don't think anyone saw it. So I definitely go out and check out Dust Bunny. It's on HBO Max. It will be on the Plex for you non-show people, but that's all I watched.
Hell yeah.
So,
okay.
What happened in Darkman?
Oh boy. Darkman opens with an incredible scene in a warehouse.
Oh my God, this scene.
There is a character who is credited as Mr. Black, who is a black man who is running some sort of smuggling and or other criminal operation. He is preparing his men for the coming of Durant and Durant's lunkies, and it immediately turns into a massive like firefight / people driving around inside a warehouse at full speed.
Well, the firefight starts with a guy with a fake leg who has gun in his fake leg. It's
Yes, because he
amazing.
says, "Oh shoot, what's the joke? What's the joke that he
Can't
tells?" Because
even
it's like,
remember.
"I dated a girl with a fake leg one
Oh
time."
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was this scene, this opening scene really sets the tone. It's like absolutely bonkers. Like I don't know if I've ever seen like a shootout with like people getting run over in the middle indoors. Like it's
Yeah,
wild.
everything is happening all at once. And Larry Drake, plays Robert Durant, is using his cigar cutter to cut the
Oh,
fingers off of Mr. Black one by one to punish him. And so we know at the beginning of this movie, this guy's serious. Do not
yeah.
Would
fuck with
that
this guy.
would that work?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
You'd have to do it really hard. Like, I don't think cigar cutters are like the blade on a cigar cutter is thick enough to go through bone unless you really like
Maybe
snap
he
it
has
with a
like
lot of force.
maybe he has like a special bladed one, you know. It's
Yeah,
got
I
like
mean, yeah, he's got to have a custom
yeah.
cigar cutter, I guess. But yeah, we like this movie starts with, "Hey, get ready. This is going to be all the movie you could ask for and
Oh,
more. It's full
also
speed."
this movie goes like 150 miles an hour. There's like almost no like quiet parts of this movie. Like I felt like there's like one scene after he turns into Darkman where it's kind of like the sad like what have I become scene, but it lasts for like 15 seconds because like oh
Yeah,
we got more like
because then
crazy
he
shit
starts
to do.
smashing everything after he's moped for a second. So then we cut from introducing Durant and how derangerous he is to Dr.
Nice.
Peyton Westlake, who works in a warehouse also. This is a warehouse
This is
centered
a very
movie,
well warehouse centric film, yes.
probably
I was
easy
thinking when I
rent.
saw it, that's like, yeah, that's the same thing like warehouse as Dr. Octopus has in
Yeah, and
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
2.
Or the
Like
warehouse
it looks
from
very similar.
The Fly, for that matter. Warehouse apartments and
Yeah,
mad
true.
scientists are always
Well,
doing their stuff.
I was thinking Sam Raimi
Well, yeah, yeah, no,
because he
you're
doing
right.
the same shtick.
Yeah, there's so much of this that is in Spider-Man later. Like just
Oh,
shot
without a doubt.
choices, vibes, like
Fighting on scaffolding.
yeah, yeah. Uh
Okay, though, I will say this, just because obviously you brought up Spider-Man. Did I maybe I'm on an island here, but like a lot of people in retrospect now are like, oh, the Raimi movies are too corny or whatever. It's like I kind of wish they were more insane watching this movie. It's like I kind of want like a nutso like Spider-Man. Like if Raimi got his way, right, and Raimi made a Venom movie, I could see it having this tone. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be insane, and I would love it.
well, and this movie was his like he wanted to do the Shadow. So could you imagine like the Alec Baldwin Shadow but like this instead?
Please give it to me.
That would have been so good.
I've learned, I mean, I always loved Sam Raimi, but I've learned through this show that like I underappreciated Sam Raimi and how bonkers he is in everything. I mean, The Quick and the Dead is a great example too. Like that movie is relatively grounded, but there's still parts that are just absolutely nuts. Like his choices are so crazy and weird. And I love him. Like again, like to put a pin in it, like this is such a comic book movie. Like this feels like he just
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to make the most over the top. Like we say it all the time on the show, right? Like comic books are stupid. There's a lot of like comic books are great, but there's a lot of like absolutely dumb shit in comic books.
Yeah,
And I
they go
feel like
big. Like it's all
yeah,
big stuff, big
and
action, big lines,
and
everything.
that's what
Yeah.
this movie is. This is a fucking comic book. Like it's so insane. Like it's great.
Yeah, and I mean, because I think Sean said this in text, but like, this is kind of a note on like Sam Raimi should have just kept being crazy like this, and
Yes.
he's gotten more tempered with time, and that's
Well,
maybe
you
been a
said that
disservice.
I haven't watched it yet. You said Send Help was good.
Yeah, I liked Send Help a lot. It's definitely not. It's not here though.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
at Darkman levels, and it would have been better if it was. Like
yeah.
I would have loved it even more. But yeah, so we cut to Dr. Peyton Westlake, Liam Neeson, a 6'8", chisel nosed scientist who is making skin. That's his life's work.
Yes.
But he can't get the skin to
Get the skin to work.
he can't get the skin to work for more than 90 minutes because and he can't figure it out. So the first part of the movie is him trying to figure out why won't my skin work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he is also dating Frances McDormand, who is interesting in this role because she's usually not this kind of a like comic book femme
No,
character. She's usually
no.
got more teeth to her. I don't know if maybe somebody else would have been better in this role, but it doesn't hurt the movie. Uh,
Yeah, you
there,
need more of like a bubbly, like kind of doe-eyed
yeah, you want
female lead in
like there's something about Frances McDormand where you're like she's never leaving a memo at
Oh,
somebody's
you
lab
mean
by
the
mistake.
Gogs has
The
referenced this
Belisarius memorandum.
a million times. The Belisarius memorandum is like the funniest
Yeah.
thing.
So he's trying to do this. He goes out with her. They have a conversation that she found this memo that describes some sort of real estate sale and she wants to do something about it. And he's like, "Hey, why don't work so hard, whatever." He's trying to just relax and she leaves the Belisarius memorandum at his lab. And then pretty much the movie gets rolling. Like
That's
he
it.
discovers right before the sort of kickoff event that the reason why the skin isn't lasting is because it's sensitive to light. So
More about that
this
later.
is my one problem with the movie though is that
It's
like
it's never
if
at night.
yeah, if the synthetic skin that you've invented that is otherwise perfect only works if it's dark out. Why didn't you just have an all night based relationship with Frances McDormand and not worry about it?
Well, yeah, not only that though, but when he does almost all his Darkman stuff, it's during the day. It was like very distracting. It was like the one part of the movie I was like, why it's Darkman? Why is he like I almost like was it a budget thing? Could they not shoot at night? Because like
I
it's weird because like that the only scene that I can really remember where he does Darkman shit at night is at the very end because the rest of the time it's always during the day.
Yeah, I think it's like I think they're manufacturing stakes that way because it's like, oh, he's got to if he goes and
Yeah,
takes revenge
true.
during the day, then there's always a ticking clock, which
That's a
means we can
fair
also
point.
do the cool gross out face melty stuff. I mean, the effects in this are so good.
The
I gotta
effects are
say,
great.
do you guys remember like everybody lost their shit with the masks in Mission Impossible in like the first Mission
Oh
Impossible
yeah,
movie?
sure, sure.
This movie comes out 4 years before or 6 years before that. Nobody talks about this. The masks in this are better. Like
Yeah, they look great.
it's a more cool effect,
Yeah.
but nobody talks about Darkman for that. It's unjust. So yeah, so he figures out, hey, it's photosensitive, and it's a eureka moment, and then suddenly Durant and Sam Raimi's brother and a few other guys, including our bridge actor, the bald gentleman who was also in Swamp Thing, I think, burst in and start trashing the place. They beat up Peyton Westlake. They kill his lab assistant guy, and they're smashing the whole lab up. And then they find the memorandum and they decide that that's not enough. So they continue to smash things. And then they set up a Homer Simpson drinking bird, but not to vent toxic gas. And instead, they use it to flick a lighter next to a Bunsen burner that apparently has access to all the gas that's ever existed so that it blows everything to hell.
And when you say blow to hell, you're not lying because, like I said before, he's literally like shot out of the building. Like he's shot like a rocket,
Yeah,
and
like
then
out of a cannon. He is flying through the air.
and then it's
And
so funny. It's just like he's like, oh, it just flies off the screen. It's amazing. But again, to keep hammering this like a dead horse, but like that is a panel from a comic book. You know, if somebody gets shot out of a building, that's what it looks like. Like
yeah,
they,
yeah. All the shots, like every frame is thought of in a comic book frame way. And I think it is really cool that that's how he put it together. Also funny that Frances McDormand is like walking by the
yeah,
warehouse at the
yeah.
time that it
At the
explodes.
time, yeah,
She sees the whole thing blow up and kind of she has sort of the strangest reaction I think I've ever seen, which is a combination of kind of surprise and then just sort of like running away. Like
yeah.
it's weird. She doesn't like run in there. She doesn't I mean, this is a pre-cell phone movie, so she's not, making a call, but it would be cool if she like ran to grab a police officer or someone to help her boyfriend who has just exploded. So he's exploded into some sort of like toxic river alleyway thing, and he's found by paramedics as a John Doe. And so we get the origin of Darkman, which is they pump him full of drugs so that he can't feel all of his third degree full body burns.
Yeah, and the funny part is when they demonstrate this. So in a lot of ways, there's a what the hell is Black Mask is a Jet Li movie that sort of has the same premise where in that movie there's like a team of like assassins, but they've come up with some way in science where they don't feel pain. So they literally they're like they're not indestructible. They can still get killed, but like if you shot them, they wouldn't feel it, so they just run right through it. But in Dark, the way that the doctor demonstrates that he can't feel pain and she stabs him with a
Yeah.
needle, like check this out, stabs him, and then the nurse is like, "Woo!" It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's very funny. And they also say something like, and he'll also have like superhuman strength.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
There's some other hand waving of the other power he gets because of this is
yeah.
he won't
Totally
he'll be
agree.
stronger and he'll be able to not feel any pain. Um, and then he breaks. Does he break out? Is that what happens, or do they just like
Yeah,
leave? Yeah, he breaks out, and then we sort of see him like doing a I don't know, classic like living in alleys wrapped in bandages in the rain montage.
yeah.
The
Oh,
other
well,
part that is
also,
dark in the movie.
well, also so first of all, it's raining so hard it's comical. It's like a fucking monsoon. It's raining so hard. But he just so happens, and again, he's all wrapped up in bandages and he's all fucked up. But again, Francis McDermott just happens to be walking down the same street. He's like, oh, Francis, I'm in breathe. She's like, oh, get away. It's just like it's very funny.
Yeah, it's got a very like Universal monster quality too, where
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
oh,
that's
he's
another that's a
he's
huge
turned into
influence.
yeah. So he ends up he tries to talk to her, it doesn't work. He ends up going back to the exploded lab. He gathers, mirroring the Swamp Thing scene. He goes to
Yeah,
the lab. He's like looking at his bandaged hands,
yeah,
and he's confronting the fact that he can't do what he used to do.
yeah.
But he grabs what's left of his equipment and he's like,
Yeah.
I'll figure it out again. And I don't know how he figures it out again with literally none of the stuff he had, but he just
No.
goes to another warehouse
In
and
his a more dilapidated warehouse that I love like in movies like this, there's just empty warehouse space that you can just occupy and nobody's gonna realize you're there. I mean, maybe that is the case in most cities. I don't know.
yeah, in the
I
90s
mean,
probably
shit.
decline.
You ever go to West Baltimore? There are houses everywhere you can just do.
But those are houses. This is like a big warehouse.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, fair. You're probably right.
So yeah, so he sets up and he starts redoing his experiments, but he also like snaps because he just
Yeah.
basically like he has a scene, he starts doing the work, he figures out like he still can't figure out how to get the photosensitivity thing passed, but he has a computer and it's like, hey, this new face will be ready in 1,872 hours.
Well,
So
this movie kind of predicted 3D printing too. If you
oh
really
yeah,
think
it
about
did.
it. Yeah,
It
like
really did.
but also he has moments as Darkman where he's like broken and he's like insane because there's a part where he's like yelling at a cat and he's like, I got a funny hat, Jason. Like it's like
Yeah, yeah. He's maybe I should wear a funny hat. And he puts an oil funnel on his head like he's the Tin Man. Um, but yeah, he snaps. He like rages out, throws the things everywhere. He gets mad, and then he decides, okay, I'm just gonna get revenge on all the people who hurt me. So
yeah.
he starts his plan, which just mostly involves making masks of some of them, and then kidnapping and torturing and murdering,
Oh,
BTKing most of them.
is the first one he kills Ted Raimi? Because that's one of my
Yeah.
favorite kills.
Yeah.
He literally like sticks his head out of a fucking like manhole.
Yeah,
and
the
just-
like plunger effect where he's like whack-a-moling with the cars is really funny, really well done.
and then it ends in a true Sam Raimi fashion where it ends with just the POV of the tire, and then you hear a crunching sound, which is just cinema. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, it's so good. Because yeah, he's like drilling him for information, and he tells him everything, and he's like, "But I told you everything." He's like, "Let's pretend you didn't," and then he kills
Yeah.
him, which is very comic booky, right? Like just full on
Absolutely.
revenge shit.
I could not take Liam Neeson seriously in this movie because his his Darkman voice just sounded like his bad cop voice from Lego Movie,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
everything he was saying just sounded like bad cop, and I was just
Well,
like, oh,
his like trying to do an American accent or whatever is
It is
wild.
something
Like
else. Yeah.
he is like, I mean, I think we've made fun of Liam Neeson before for this. I know Family Guy has, but he's like got this weird like kind of half over enunciating thing he's doing. It's very strange. Like his voice in this whole, like, I know we say this every single time, but like why can't he, what is he, Scottish or Irish? I can't remember what Liam Neeson is.
I think he's
Like
Irish.
why can't he just be Irish in this movie? Does he have to be American? Like his the way he talks is so strange in this movie. I mean, it works for this movie too because it's just a weird movie anyway. So
But yeah, but like Peyton Westlake is a fully British Isles name anyway, so just lean in.
yeah, why
Um,
not?
so he takes that guy out. Then he goes after the bridge character. That's the bald guy. Um, makes a mask of him. He does a bait and switch so that the other guys in Durant's gang,
Yeah, and this is our thread, right? This is the
yeah,
henchman from Swamp Thing.
yeah. So the Durant's other guys kill him because they
He
think he's Peyton,
they think
right?
yeah, they think he's like
Or they think he set something up, is what it was. Like
they think that
double
him and
cross.
Ted Raimi are double crossing him because he bought a ticket to like Guam or some shit. And I forget what he took, but yeah, it's some kind of double cross.
So
It's
yeah,
like
so he
really, guys, his death is also hysterical because he just throws him out a fucking window.
yeah, it's great. So yeah, he gets thrown out the window, splats, and then all the bystanders notice that Darkman is sitting there wearing the same guy's face on a bench
Yeah.
3 feet away. And so he gets up and starts running, and that's like, then our 90-minute clock hits, and his
Yeah,
face starts bubbling and everything, and it's fantastic.
it's amazing.
So that's two down. And then he finally has a print of his own face again.
Yeah.
So he
But it's
goes,
kind of fucked up, right? Isn't that thing? Isn't it like it's only like a half scan or something?
yeah, it's, well,
Yeah,
I mean, it looks pretty convincing, I think, because that's when he
yeah.
goes to the carnival with Julie.
Oh my God. Give
And
me the fucking
like,
elephant.
yeah. And that being his origin scene for like, oh, there's no going back.
Yeah.
I've turned into Darkman. I am no longer Peyton Westlake.
Give me the fucking elephant.
Yeah, they go to the carnival, and well, he goes to his grave where Julie happens to be, and she sees him, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. It's okay. I'm really alive." And then she like
Oh
runs
yeah.
away for a couple of minutes, and in a very like Night of the Living Dead sort of sequence, where she's like slowly running away from him. There, he's kind of lumbering through the graveyard,
Yeah.
and then she finally turns around and runs to him, and then it seems like everything's cool. Then they decide to go on their date to the carnival, and he's like, "Okay, well, I gotta go." And she's like, "Why do you always have to go? Why can't we spend time together?" He's like, "I can't tell you," and he just keeps running
Yeah.
away.
Well, also like he talking about his voice, like he talks even weirder after he's Darkman because his face is all fucked up underneath the mask. So he's like, it's like she's never like, what the fuck is the matter with your
Yeah, yeah.
voice?
What's going on? So yeah, so they go to the carnival, and he's telling her he was in a coma, whatever, lying to her. Um, he tries to win her an elephant. The carney won't give it to him, even though he does knock the cans over, which is just a very odd like sequence. Like I don't know why.
He stepped over the line.
Oh right, he stepped over the line.
But also when he like breaks, there's like this weird like transition to like fire. It's amazing. It's like, what the hell is this? And that's when he's like, give me the fucking elephant.
Yeah, there's like there's an overlay, like transparent overlay of flames, and then another overlay of like his head kind of spinning in the back. And it's like, oh, madness is taking hold. And yeah, so he pretty much is ready to beat the shit out of the guy, takes the elephant, and then he runs away with the elephant because his mask starts to bubble. So he's got to get out of there.
He
Julie
runs all
chases
the way
him.
back to the lab.
Yeah, and Julie chases him all the way to the lab also. And then she follows him in, and she sees the face mask laying on the table or on the ground or something, burbling away. And she's like, "I still love you." And but he won't see her because he's a monster, and he's scared and also angry and emotionally confused. So he leaves. Um, Meanwhile, Julie is like also kind of dating this real estate developer guy who's lame but like dances with her. He's like coded villain immediately, but it's good because
Oh
it's
yeah.
comic book.
It's literally like the most evil like guy ever. Like when you actually get the official turn, you're like, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
duh. Like that was the bad guy. Come on. So she tells him that Liam Neeson's alive, and then she sees the Belisarius memorandum on the guy's desk, and he's like, "Shoot, I wish you wouldn't have noticed that, because now I got to kill you." So she tries to leave, but then Durant ends up going to deal with her. So Durant's gonna do a murder. He kidnaps Julie, and uh, then we have this amazing scene where he's chasing Darkman in a helicopter,
yeah, this helicopter scene is so good.
But
and then the police helicopter.
you
What I
missed a
missed?
whole chunk worth the two Durants
Oh right,
Oh
that's
shit!
and the
Yeah.
right.
Asian and and Chinatown.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah, and the Dark Man is in the Durant mask, but he can't really talk because he doesn't sound like Durant. So he
But
just kind of
Darkman put the Durant mask on, went and robbed a convenience store on tape, turned the
yeah.
tape into the cops so they would arrest the real Durant.
That's right. That's right.
Went to do this deal in Chinatown that Odd Job was behind them in the scene. I think it's Odd Job,
Yeah, I
the
think you're
Asian
right.
guy from the James
Yeah,
Bond movies.
from
James
Yeah,
James
Bond.
Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's there in the background. It's definitely him because I looked it up. I just forgot his name.
his real name is
Durant gets out of
Steve
jail
Oja.
immediately. This is like a half an hour inconvenience for him, and still makes it in time to confront fake Durant Darkman in Chinatown, which leads to a shootout.
That's right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Then the
And
stuff
then
with the
Darkman
guy and the memorandum happens.
Darkman proceeds to hang off of a rope on a helicopter for what seems like miles and miles and miles as
Well,
they're
he is really
flying.
strong.
Yeah.
He
And then
swings into this was a very Spider-Man-y thing where it's like, hey, we're gonna swing into a boardroom where a bunch of people are just sitting around, and then
yeah,
we're just gonna swing back out.
it's amazing.
But
And
then
then
the police helicopter starts pursuing, and so Durant like takes out like
like a grenade
yeah,
launcher.
grenade launcher. He like fires like an AK or an M1 or something at the police officer, and then the cops are still pursuing him, but don't seem to have a plan for what they're going to do with this
No, yeah.
heavily armed other helicopter, and they just get grenaded and exploded. And then he's trying to, because Durant says dip him, and they're going to try to like dip Darkman into traffic to give him the Ted Raimi treatment from earlier, but it doesn't work.
No.
He ends up getting on
This
top of a semi, and
this annoyed me because he landed on the trailer of the semi, but the driver looked up like he landed on the cab. Like
fair,
you would
yeah,
not
true.
hear, you would not hear that
yeah,
from
you
the
wouldn't,
two different
especially over the road
sections of the
noise and the
trailer.
engine noise and everything.
Yeah, and the
No, no
helicopter
way.
and the
And
grenades.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Like,
going on. Like,
you're gonna hear a little
and
thump, thump.
Durant is indiscriminately grenading cars on a bridge, which is
Dude,
like,
yeah. Durant is hilarious because like, he's a criminal, but like he just again it goes back to the comic book thing. Like he has no concern for like being indiscriminate. He's just literally just blowing up the entire city. It's amazing.
so yeah, so Darkman's on the back of this semi. He clips the helicopter rope that he was hanging from onto the back of the semi, and then the semi proceeds to pull the helicopter into a tunnel. And
Doesn't
that,
Durant go say something like, "What's he doing?"
yeah,
or something like that? Like,
yeah, yeah.
then it's just like boom.
And then, yeah, gets pulled in, helicopter. Also, that happened in the Mission Impossible movie too. Like Mission Impossible ripped off this movie. Masks,
Oh yeah,
helicopters
Yeah,
clipped to
true.
things, getting dragged into tunnels. So yeah, so Durant's cooked. Um, and then maybe the coolest cut in the movie is that we cut to, oh, Durant's just got some cuts on his face, and he's meeting up with real estate guy. Because I for a minute was like, oh fuck, he survived that.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It was
yeah.
very,
I was like, this is really dumb.
Yeah,
Like we literally saw him explode.
yeah. I was like, this is pushing plausibility, but it turns out it's Darkman in a Durant mask,
He
and
fakes him out by
Darkman's
asking how his kids are.
yeah,
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 he's like, he doesn't have kids.
yeah. It's the order putting up three fingers wrong in
Yeah, yeah.
Inglorious Bastards for this movie. Uh, Yeah, so then they get in a fight. So there's hench people with guns standing in the open steel beam structure of this building, and then the billionaire and Darkman are fist fighting on one of the beams, while Frances McDormand is kind of just like like she's not dangling, she's just sort of strapped somewhere, standing somewhere tied up, and they fight it out, swinging around a
The
lot.
bad guy talks about how he worked the high steel when he was younger because his dad
Oh,
wanted
right.
him to work it, and he made 450 an hour. So I was trying to do the math on that because like this came out in 90, so there was probably like 25 years before that. This dude was working the high steel, so like 65. 450 an hour seems like a lot of money for them,
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
considering the federal minimum wage is still like 7.25 an hour
It's
now.
a good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that dude might have made his millions literally just working the high steel.
Yeah, getting that sweet nepotism pay.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, they fight it out, and the billionaire guy is like, "You're not going to kill me because you're a good person, and you wouldn't want to do that." And
Yeah.
Darkman's like, "Well, I can't remember what he says exactly, but he's like, yeah, I've changed." And then he just like fucking drops him.
Well, I just think it's funny too, because that line doesn't really work in this movie at all, because like it's not like Darkman, like up to this point, has any, well, first of all, the real estate investment guy doesn't really know anything about Darkman, but like he has no moral code so far. He's did nothing but murder everyone up to this point. So it's just like, you can't kill me. It's like he's like, I'm not Superman, bitch. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna kill you no matter what. Like,
Yeah, it's interesting because we don't really know anything about Peyton other than he makes
that's
skin
true.
and dates Julie. That's it.
Oh, also, we forgot to mention there's a fantastic, at one point, I think it's the real estate guy. It might be one of the henchmen. I think it's the real estate guy. He has like one of those rivet guns.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
every time he shoots the rivet
The
gun,
camera
you
follows the rivet through
follow
the
the
air.
rivet.
Yes.
Oh, it's awesome. I
It's
love
great
that. I
because one of them goes
love
right
that.
into Darkman's hand, rivets his hand to the beam.
It looks so cool. I
I'm not
love
sure the
that
rivet
shit.
guns are capable of shooting distance,
No, I don't think
or
so.
that they would work at that distance
It
anyway. It
did.
would
If
probably slow down
anybody
and bounce off.
if anybody played, well, there's two video games that come to mind. The original Quake had a nail gun that remind, but also, Alec, you'll remember this. Wasn't there a gun in Fear that was like a
Oh
rivet?
yeah,
Yeah,
it was they called it a rail gun, but it shot
like
what was it
stakes out of
called?
it.
It's called like the penetrator or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah, it
That
reminded me
game
of that.
fucking
Fear
rocked.
was the shit,
I
dude.
played that game to death.
Yeah, that game rocked. But yeah, that's kind of the movie.
Yeah, Julie tries to convince him to that he can return to his old life, but Peyton's like, "No, I'm Darkman now,"
Yeah.
and that's all he's gonna be. He's like, "See you later. I don't need a girlfriend anymore because now all I can do is revenge." And he pulls on a mask, and that mask just happens to be Bruce Campbell, which is a
Yep.
nice
Yeah,
little
nice little
Raimi
homage.
cameo. And
Yeah.
that's the first time that he calls himself Darkman. He's like, "I'm Darkman."
Yeah. Um,
Credits.
that um this movie rocks.
It's a
This
great
movie
movie.
this movie is so much fucking fun. I Why have I not watched this movie in 30 years? Like this movie is fucking awesome. Like I don't know. I do, like I said, I remember bits. Everyone remembers the cigar cutter thing. Everybody remembers that. Gogs remembers the Belisarius memorandum, but I don't remember how fucking awesome this movie was. Like I again, if you can't tell by my exuberance, I love this fucking movie. Like this movie was a blast. I enjoyed it so much. Um, Everything's weird. Every decision is fucking weird. The pacing is insane. Liam Neeson is insane. I loved it. I loved it to
Yeah,
death.
yeah. I
Alec,
was very surprised at how much I liked it because I was kind of like I remembered being lukewarm on the movie before. Maybe just feeling like I was too young for it and it was kind of too weird for my sensibilities when I was a
I
kid.
I feel like that's where I am too. But the most important question is, Alec, now the easy question would be, is your favorite part of the movie the science? Because there is a lot of science in this movie, but no. I'm gonna say, was your favorite part of this movie the depiction of carnival games? Because it's very underrepresented in cinema, I think.
No, my favorite part of the movie was the fact that in the opening scene, they had to use the wooden leg as like a disguise to sneak a gun in to the thing. But
Yeah,
then when they attacked Darkman later, the dude is still hopping around on one leg while his buddy uses
that's
the
right.
leg gun. Like
That is,
they were just coming to kill him. They could have just carried guns right in. Why do they have to do
They,
the same gimmick
they just
twice?
really
It
love,
wasn't a surprise that time.
yeah, they really loved that leg gun.
yeah, the continuity of
That
the
really
guy, once
bothered
the
that
guy's
bothered
leg
me
is
for a few
gone,
minutes. I was
it's
like, "What the
gone.
fuck?" I was like he wouldn't give it back to him. He's like, "This is mine now."
Maybe it was always his gun, and so it was like you're borrowing it to use as a leg just for this one bit.
Just for this. All right. I guess should we do can't talk. Gog sent a review, right?
Yeah, we've got reviews
Oh
from
yeah,
Gogs
and
and Sean, so
Sean sent
Both
a
of them?
quick one.
yeah, I can read
All
them if you
right.
want.
Yeah, please. I
Do
can't
five
read.
knuckle
Do it in
shuffles.
Gog's do it in Gog's voice.
Ooh, jeez.
Hey, it's me, Gogs. Look at me.
Hey, Funky.
Man,
Uh,
there's a 10.
so yeah, five knuckle shuffles. Wah, 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 wah. So Gogs says Darkman is a 10. It's zany and unhinged, and I love it. It's got
Zany's a
all
great
the
word.
good Raimi things. Looney Tunes, RoboCop vibes, Spawn but fun. Neeson's Neeson is great.
Neesums.
Yeah, I should just read it as written. Neeson's
Yeah.
is great, and it's
Well,
fun to watch.
That's from a Key and
that's a
Peele.
Key and Peele
Oh,
joke.
oh yes,
Liam
good.
Neeson's.
Yes, that's right. We watched that video this week out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great bit too.
Oh yeah.
Neeson's is great, and it's fun to watch a serious actor go cuckoo bananas. Duran is a quality villain. The line, I got 7 more points, lives rent free in my head. Francis McDormand had
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
had
don't think
never
he
put
meant
down
that
a bad
one.
performance. The Belisarius Memorandum is a top tier MacGuffin, one of the best superhero movies of the early 90s.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
Sean didn't give a score, but he said, I also love Darkman, but it's a bummer knowing what became of Sam Raimi. Also, shout out to Nightshade, the confusing NES game, but not the actual Darkman game, which sucked. It's
Yeah.
also sad Darkman's vote isn't going to count in Louisiana anymore.
I don't even get that.
Because he's a
The
dark
Supreme
man.
Court removed the Voting Rights Act stuff this week, so
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Always got to be
Alec!
political with Sean.
I'm gonna have to be a bummer. I'm gonna have to give it a 5. I
What?
wish.
Ooh,
I
wow.
wish. I
An
did not find
unmemorable
this.
5?
I did not find this as engaging as you guys did. I wish
Oh,
Okay.
I'm shocked.
this would have been a movie that I would have wish I could have seen with you guys because I
Yeah,
would have got more mileage out of it probably. I never saw it before, so I don't have like an old affinity for it or anything.
sure,
And I
sure.
really don't really like Sam Raimi that much.
Okay.
Um,
Well, yeah, if you don't like Sam Raimi, this is as hard Sam Raimi as you can get. So,
Yeah.
This is the most Sam Raimi. This is more Sam Raimi than fucking Evil Dead 2.
yeah, or
Like,
or
this
Army of
is-
Darkness for that matter.
Yeah.
Like it's next level.
so it wasn't bad. It just I don't know. It was too Raimi-y.
Fair enough.
more like
It is very
Raimi.
Raimi.
It was very Raimi Malik. Um, I wish I could have liked it more, and I bet you if I would have watched it with any one of you or all of you, I would have. Nate.
Yeah, this is a 9. Like, I don't think it's a perfect movie. It's got some problems. I really wish that the whole skin at night thing mattered at all in the entire movie.
At
Um,
all. Yeah.
Because it seems like it's just right there. But that's the only reason that I give it a 9, and I would almost really say it's like a 9.5. I was riveted. I think it's like in a world of movies that can just sort of wash over you and make you feel nothing. This movie is constantly like, hey, 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 and doing backflips and throwing I don't know, firecrackers into the air and shit. It's just nuts. Um, it does, like, to echo what Sean's text said, like it bums me out that Sam Raimi doesn't do weird stuff like this to this degree anymore. And I guess I get it because it's sort of like to enter the mainstream to the extent that he had to dial this back. This is too like Pee-wee's Playhouse clown-tastic, like just methed out sort of energy for a lot of people to enjoy. And I think I wouldn't enjoy it if this was the only thing I experienced. But, especially in a mix of a lot of more even-keeled cinema lately, I was like, oh, this is refreshingly weird. So it's a
Oh
9.
yeah.
TJ.
Yeah, it's a 9. It's bordering on a 10, to be honest. I fucking love this movie. You know what? Fucking, it's a 10. I fucking love this movie. I had so much fun with this goddamn movie. No, again, this whole show I've been beating a dead horse. I want movies to be more stupid. Like, I want movies to be more, like,
Make movies
insane and
stupid again.
well, yeah, like everything's so goddamn serious nowadays. Like, be fun and silly and like, I don't know. This movie just scratched an itch that I needed. Like, I think it's a lot of fun. I think that Liam Neeson is great because for like he's giving it his all. Like, right? Like almost at times it feels like he's in the wrong movie. And
Oh
like
yeah.
I love his Darkman performance. And I love how like fucked up Darkman looks. Like his fucking like teeth are exposed. Like he's like horrific
Yeah.
looking in this movie. Like he
And like
looked.
his arc is that the bandages slowly get removed until you see
Mhm.
his whole fucked up face,
Yeah,
which
he
is
looks
interesting.
horrific. Well, and it's funny too, talking about Army of Darkness, he looks a lot like Evil Ash because he's got that the lower
Yeah.
mandible is exposed. It's very Evil Ash. But man, I love this movie. I thought it was funny. I thought it was like again, I loved all the choices in this movie. I loved how like it felt like it was half an hour long for me. Like I felt like the movie started and it was over. I was like, that's it? Like that's the movie? I was like, I loved it. I think this movie is a fucking classic. I apprehensive about watching the sequel, especially since it's called The Return of Durant. How did he survive that helicopter crash?
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand how he's still
It
alive.
also just tells you that the movie doesn't get what was good about the movie because it's like, well, here, we'll make it about this guy. And it's like, no, it's
Yeah,
it's about the wacky shit.
yeah,
And
nobody
it's going
really
to be
wants.
more grounded because it's not Raimi and it's going to
Oh,
be just lower
without a
budget and
doubt.
everything.
It's funny though, it has a sequel because I don't think it did very well. Like, I
No,
think did it do well or no? I can't
no, I
imagine
think
this
it
did.
did. I think it got like $5 or something
Yeah, I can't
terrible.
imagine this movie
Uh,
did very well.
oh, it made 50 million, so it
Oh,
almost tripled its budget.
I mean, I guess there it goes. It did do well. But yeah, I love this movie. I can't believe this isn't in my like normal like favorite movie rotation because this is like totally in my wheelhouse. And again, like this has made me reevaluate my opinion on Sam Raimi. And I really like Sam Raimi, but like I guess more to Sean's point, I wish he was do more shit like this. Like I like unhinged Sam Raimi a lot.
Yeah.
Like to me, this almost has like it's got like trauma vibes. Like it's so over the top. Like it's not as cheap because that's the other thing. It looks good. Like it's shot very well. Like I felt like I don't know. It's just a very very strange movie, and I like very very strange movies. So yeah, it's a 10 for me, dog. I really really enjoyed this film. I'm glad we got to watch it because I don't think I would have watched it on my own because it's old and forgotten, and I'm unfortunately a slave to watching whatever's in front of me at the moment. I rarely go back to like old stuff unless it's like brought up, then I'll be like, oh, let me check that out. So Alec, you had a pick, right, for next week?
Yeah, we're gonna do Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2.
Ted
Yeah.
Raimi.
Well, of course.
Cool.
You got
Yeah.
to
Ted
I
pick it.
think Bruce
Raimi
Campbell
is
too,
is
right?
rad.
Because
Bruce Campbell's in
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell.
you got
So yeah,
both.
take your pick.
Yeah, Ted, you could really pick and Ted Raimi is like Sam Raimi's Jack Nance. You could pick like any Sam Raimi project, he's always in there.
Yeah, he
Uh
plays J. Jonah Jameson's like
or
assistant or
what's
something.
James Gunn's brother who's in all his movies? The guy he's one of
Sean.
the
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Sean Gunn, yeah. So, all right, cool. I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2. I
Spider-Man
haven't
2
watched
sounds
that movie
great.
in years. I remember really liking it. I for the longest time, I would say that's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
And after
I
that, we
do.
could do Raiders of the Lost Ark if we want to.
Oh, because of
Oh
Alfred
yeah.
Molina.
Alfred
Oh, we
Molina's in
could.
the opening sequence.
No, Sean's gonna pick fucking coffee and cigarettes. We're gonna watch a Jim Jarmusch movie. That'd be funny. Um, I
Oh
remember,
yeah.
like, I don't know, Spider-Man 2. I remember just that I know I'll talk about it next week, but there's that scene where he becomes Dr. Octopus, and that scene is a fucking horror scene in the middle of like a fucking Marvel movie. Like, I just remember the nurse like getting dragged by the fucking octopus claws. Like,
Yep.
that shit fucking rocks. And I remember like Alfred Molina is like really fucking good in that movie. I mean, those Sam Raimi, the 1 and 2 are great. I think they hold up well.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't know
Hell
if you
yeah.
guys know this, but I love Spider-Man, one of my
Huh.
favorite superheroes.
Me
He's a
too. We should
Spider-Man.
be.
I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt actually right now.
I also like Spider-Man. We should be friends.
We are friends.
Aw.
We've actually bonded over our love of Spider-Man and X-Men comic. I go so far as to say Spider-Man might be my favorite superhero.
He's my favorite individual hero.
I love
I
Spider-Man.
probably like the X-Men comics more,
Yeah.
but Spider-Man is my favorite hero.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And I've also gone on record, not Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I will overlook movies that are sort of flawed just because of how much I like Spider-Man. Like I know we're a
That
little
Amazing
divisive.
Spider-Man 1 is not terrible.
It's not bad. No, the first one's not bad. The second one is awful.
Yeah. Second one's really bad.
I know that what was the last one? The one with all three
No Way
Spider-Men.
Home.
No Way Home. I know that's a very divisive movie. I really enjoyed that movie. Like I
Yeah, that
know
movie's a blast.
I had so much fun with it. And again, like there's just a part of my lizard brain. It's like, oh, Spider-Man's on screen. I like this. Like, you know what I mean? Now you got 3 Spider-Men on screen, even better.
Whenever Spider-Man's not on screen, everybody should be asking, "Where's Spider-Man?"
Where's Spider-Man? No, and I can't wait for the new Spider-Man movie. I'm very
Yeah,
much
I know.
looking forward to it.
That sounds interesting because it's going to be kind of a like
Rip.
grown-up Spider-Man movie.
Well, also like like the best Spider-Man stories are when he's at his lowest. So
Yeah.
that's what you're going to get in this one because he doesn't have anybody. He's lost MJ. Like to me, that's like prime Spider-Man story. It's always better when he's like at his lowest point. Almost
Yeah.
like Daredevil works the same way.
And it's got Punisher in it.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the trailer for that Punisher like like it's either a series or there's something they're
I
putting
think
out.
it's
It's
a
called like
one
One Last
shot.
Kill. It looks awesome. I'm like, yeah. I mean, Bernthal. I mean, we glow about Bernthal every week. That guy's great. He's born to play the Punisher too. He's like perfect. But yeah, love Spider-Man. Can't wait to watch Spider-Man 2. Very much looking forward to it. All right, that's the show, folks. Alec, you got anything to promote?
We got a new dog.
I
Nice.
saw
Does the dog have an Instagram?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, the
All
dogs
the-
do.
all the
I guess
pets.
technically,
Yeah, all the
I
pets
guess
have an
technically it does because
Yeah.
there's one created for all the pets. So yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Baltimore Fruit Basket. Go check it out.
Yeah. Good plug.
Yeah, that dog is adorable, Alec. Good job. That's a cute ass dog.
Puerto Rico.
Uh,
It's like Sean.
All right, everybody. That's the show. See you later. You know,
Toodaloo.
Boys.
eat your own ass.
Bye.